Michael Jordan insights an opinion on many things. Michael, who do you idolize most?
Well, I was closer to watching my father do most of the stuff. So, I mean, I wasn't really into professional sports because where I grew up, you only had like two television stations, NBC and ABC. And we couldn't even get NBA games. So most of my focus stayed on the college game. So I was a big college basketball player. I watched college and then baseball. Obviously, my father was a big baseball fan. He loved Roberto Clemente. So he was a Pittsburgh Steelers fan. And I kind of grew up emulating or following his footsteps in terms of who he admired is who I watched. I grew up also a NASCAR fan. So I was a Richard Petty fan. We used to go, my father used to take the whole family, pack us all in this Chrysler Plymouth, and we would drive all over North Carolina, South Carolina, and go watch stock car racing. So I was more into stock car racing than I was into anything else.
What are your regrets in life?
I really don't have regrets. I am a person that says, as soon as you look back in your history and you come up with something that you feel like you want to change, something else has to change.
What disappoints you the most?
Once again, that's the same analogy. Disappointment to me, to win, you got to lose. To be successful, you got to have something that's not successful. To be happy, you got to have disappointment. So I think all of those things have evolved and happened to make me who I am and understand the benefits and the privileges I have for being who I am, and not to wear it on my sleeve, be very humble about it. That's one thing my parents taught me very well is, don't wear your reputation, don't wear your accolades, don't wear your personality on your sleeve. Let it happen, let it be you. It is who you are. Don't hide from it, but don't wear it and rub it in people's faces. So, when you sit here and you say, well, in 1990 or 2005, they voted me as like the best or the most popular athlete. Well, it's ironic that I'm the youngest of the three. So in essence, it's all relevated on who is watching now. If you ask 20 years from now, I'm pretty sure LeBron may beat me, based on who's going to be making the voting. So I say that to understand that, it is what it is. I don't wear it, I don't showcase it, I don't rub it in other people's faces, someone else's opinion. If you ask me, I can never give you an opinion about things like that because as an athlete, all you want to do is be the best athlete you can be.
How about your opinion on some young kids want to enter an NBA league?
Well, I've been on both sides, obviously. I left school at the age of 20, 21, my junior season. It wasn't a financial decision. It was more or less a business decision, an opportunity for me to play professional basketball. I was, so close to graduation, so education still was a part of everything that I do, or I did at the time. My feelings about a kid being able to go to the pros, and I've seen both sides, is that you should allow a kid, if he feels like from a financial standpoint, that he wants to go and work and earn a living. I think there's a certain way that you can go about between NCAA as well as the NBA and all parties involved, that you can systematically build a way to where that kid now at the age of 18 or 19, if they want to go and play professional sports, they should be allowed to. Kind of like baseball. Baseball, I think, has a very good plan. Where if you come out, you get drafted at 18, you start in the minor league system and you work your way up to where your skills determine if you are qualified to play on a certain level. Along with that becomes a compensated aspect of what, you're going to be compensated based on your skill set at that particular time, which I think is very correct. So I think from a basketball standpoint, and if you're 18 and you choose not to go to the pros and you go to college, I think you should be obligated to stay in college for a length of time to where you can educate yourself, you focus on education, you focus on your maturity, you focus on your development of your bodies and your mind, and then be allowed to come into the NBA, not the CBA. So I think to me that is a perfect model to where everybody gets exactly what they deserve.